Okay, welcome back to the CARAHCAST, the podcast from CARASOFT, the trusted government IT solutions provider. Subscribe to get the latest technology updates in the public sector. My name is Kevin Howard, your host from the CARASOFT production team. And on behalf of Atlassian, we would like to welcome you to today's podcast. Today's podcast is going to be focused around Loom, which is a new software that in Atlassian's product suite transforms how agencies can collaborate through video messaging. Arjuna Rivera joins me here today in the CARASOFT office. He's the Senior Solutions Engineer at Atlassian. And he's going to be discussing how agencies can be taking advantage of this powerful tool that Atlassian's recently acquired. Thank you for joining me.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So to get in, after me doing a little research of it myself, but for the viewers and the listeners at home, what would you say is kind of like a generic answer of what Loom is?
Yeah, so it could be as simple as Loom is a screen recorder and video capture. The more complex answer that we usually like to share is around how people work, right? So it really provides a more asynchronous video communications, allowing you or any user to record and share video messages easily.
Okay, interesting. So is it similar or far different compared to like Microsoft Teams or Zoom? Is it more short form video formatting?
It is in a bit. So it really is not meant to have more, kind of that Teams or Slack, recording capabilities, but more to facilitate communication for avoiding meetings, right? So when you hear team, you're thinking, oh, we're getting on some sort of meeting and so forth like that. And that's where the asynchronous comes in and relates to, hey, I need to send this quick message to Kevin about, what we're working on. I'm going to record a 2 to 3 minute Loom to avoid a 15 to 30 minute phone call.
Interesting. So, that kind of goes into my second point of what problem was Loom created to solve? So kind of as you just mentioned of, hey, rather than wasting several hours into extensive meetings, hey, breaking down of, hey, here's a project I need you to do, and here's kind of an intro of how you can do it.
Yeah, and that's just a quick example. I have many more to go through. So, okay. But yeah, no, absolutely. So the problem is we need to find a way to efficiently conduct asynchronous communication. And what I mean by asynchronous is when we're talking like we are right now, this is considered synchronous, right? Real, live, in person, or even remote. When you're on a Zoom or some other type of meeting or conference software, that's also synchronous. But what about that time in between those meetings, right? And that's where asynchronous communication, and so Loom helps reduce that reliance on those time-consuming meetings and enabling more flexible work schedules.